Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. What's going on? What's going on out there? Market's looking good today, guys. Nice change of pace. JASMY on the 4-hour. Let's get over to the daily time frame. All right, so what do we have here? On the daily time frame, guys, we're still kind of watching this double top. We need to invalidate it. So far, we have not. We came up to around 3 cents 326, but now we're back at 3 cents 203. RSI is, a little bit in the neutral, creeping towards oversold, 43.55, so not too bad there. Guys, as always, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow. It costs you absolutely nothing, so definitely check that out. Bring some good karma into your life, right? Batlander, hello to my fellow crypto degens. What's going on? Let's go. William, good afternoon, buddy. As always, my friend, good to see you, man. D. Wellwood, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Hope you're all good. H. Barbarina in the house. What's going on? Danny, what's up, man? What it do, crypto? Johnny, what's up, Mr. Johnny? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Latino Hustler, I got paid today. Wanted to deploy some dry powder, but now things are turning around to the upside. It's still a good opportunity, my friend. Maybe just sprinkle a little bit of groceries in there and then wait to see what happens next later this evening or tomorrow, right? That's what I did. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit in this morning, and then we'll see where we go from here. River, I smashed a like. River, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Always here. Good to see you, River. Good to see you. Big Kev's in the house. What's up, One Arm King, Crypto King? The arm's starting to feel surprisingly better. Surprisingly better. I got my brace, so I sleep with a brace on now, and the arm feels like it's been healing a lot better since then. So that's good. So that is good. All right. Let's go look over at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? So we had a bullish encompassing candle here on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. Yesterday's red candle's been completely, for the most part, eaten up. We're back at $94,860, so that's good. Love to see that. But we got to break above resistance here at 95.5. That's what we want to see. I am JASMY. We're all JASMY. That never gets old. That never gets old. So we continue to wait for this breakthrough, guys. 95K, 95.5. That's what we need to see. We need to see a candle close outside of that range. James, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you with your Batman outfit on, brother. Let's go look at the bubbles. Let's go look at the bubbles, guys. Bubbles are looking interesting today. Look at this. A sea of green. You love to see it. Algorand, Supra, XCN, Ondo, all looking fantastic. Casper, Uni, everything's looking strong today, guys. Sui, I love to see the recovery. I love seeing the recovery, guys. But is it just a dead cat bounce? Is it a fake out? Or is it a make out? We'll have to wait and see, right? Going to be an interesting weekend. Will it be red? Will we turn red? Will we continue to go green through the weekend? And will we finally start to see volume come into this market next week? Finally, let's freaking go. All right, let's get into some of the news, guys. Chat's kind of quiet today, so we can cover the news. Watcher Guru says Bank of America says it no longer expects the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates this year. So right now we're expecting 2 rate cuts by the Fed this year. If they decide to announce, or Jerome Powell announces on the 27th that they're decided that they're not going to cut any rates at all this year, we'll probably see more downside. But if I'm being honest, I don't think he'll say that. I think he'll be somewhat neutral when it comes to what he has to say at the FOMC meeting. I think he'll be somewhat neutral. He'll probably just reiterate what he said last month and I think the market will accept that, right? So that's kind of what I'm anticipating from that. Just status quo, which would give the opportunity for the market to start to run to the upside. Everyone's just a little apprehensive right now that he's going to be bearish and say no rate cuts at all, right? So my Batman suit is on for now, but I will hopefully be celebrating my crypto gains, my birthdays. Nice, brother. Nice. All right, what else do we have? So, as we see, the U.S. government says for the first time ever, there has been an outgoing transaction for the U.S. government's Silk Road wallet. So they sent 51 cents worth of Bitcoin out of the wallet as a test. Now, this tells me they're getting ready to dump that Bitcoin, right? So, but from what I understand, I was watching something this morning that said that they're actually going to be getting rid of it at auction, not just flat out dumping it on the market, right? So the impact may not be as much as you might think. So when I say at auction, that's similar to selling it OTC, right? If you don't know what OTC is, I go through a very detailed explanation of it over on a video over on the Patreon. But to sum it up as quickly as I can, basically it's where miners and everyone whales that want to dump Bitcoin fast will sell it below spot price to the highest bidder. Basically, that's where companies like MicroStrategy and stuff, that's where they buy their Bitcoin, is OTC desks, right? So just so you know. And if you want a greater and more in-depth explanation, get over to the Patreon and watch the video explaining it, guys. Very educational. So anyway, yeah, they're getting ready to dump this Bitcoin, guys. I see some people saying they're not going to. Why? Why would they go through a court case convincing a judge to allow them to have the right to sell it if they're not going to sell it? It doesn't make any sense, right? So anyway, a little bit of Miria news, guys, from my Miria people out there. Check it out. Ready for some arcade action. Miria Mini Games is launching January 15th, bringing weekly competitions packed with fun and rewards. From January 15th to the 21st, kicks off with a $5,000 prize pool in Miria, where the top scorer takes home $1,000 and rewards are tied to the top 100 players. Here's the scoop. Get your weekly pass for just 99 cents in Miria. So you just pay 99 cents worth of Miria to participate, or enjoy bulk discounts, access exciting mini games, track your rank in real time, leaderboards, blah, blah, blah. Nice little competition, guys. Miria nodes and partners receive exclusive perks. So a little bit of a competition here, guys. A little bit of an event here for the launch of Miria's mini games. So very, very bullish, guys. Miria continues to work its way forward, guys. P to E space. Let's freaking go. Miria continues to develop and launch new projects. I'm so big on Miria, guys. So big on Miria. Just in, Senator Ted Cruz on Bitcoin. Quote, I have a weekly buy order to take advantage of the dollar cost averaging. I've been investing for several years, over which time Bitcoin's value has roughly tripled. Guys, the senator, I believe, of Texas is dollar cost averaging. Are you? Right? I don't know how someone can see this kind of stuff and be bearish. I don't understand. You got to step back and get out of your emotions if you're feeling bearish. I mean, guys, take a look around at what's happening, man. Honestly, like, take advantage. All right, just in, XRP advocate John Deaton urges the SEC chair Gary Gensler to release the Hinman documents, cited potential conflicts of interest from 2018's ETH regulatory pass. Check it out.
And we are live. Welcome to Crypto Law TV. I'm John Deaton, the founder and your host of this very unique, brief, live video. What we're going to do, as everybody knows, Empower Oversight, the independent Washington watchdog, basically made a referral to the Office of the Inspector General of the SEC asking for an investigation into the potential conflicts, actual real conflicts and appearances of improprieties related to the Hinman speech and all of that, is commonly referred to as ETH. Well, we all know that Empower Oversight has informed us that the report has been finished and it's been issued to Gary Gensler, yet the Office of Inspector General has not released it to the public. So what we're going to do is we're going to call the the SEC, which is Gensler's number that they provide, and we're going to leave a message, and then I'm going to encourage you all to do the same. Okay, and it's going to be very respectful and very civil, very professional. So I'm calling. I'll give you the number in a second.
When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Chairman Gensler. This is Attorney John Deaton of the Deaton Law Firm, also amicus counsel for 75,000 XRP holders in the Ripple case. As you know, sir, there has been a investigative report by the Office of Inspector General related to the June 14th, 2018 Hinman speech, providing Ethereum with a regulatory-free pass. There's been an investigation into the massive conflicts of interest and gross appearance of impropriety, and you have 10 days, sir, remaining, and this is a respectful request for you to release that report to the public. 75,000 XRP holders, I believe that generates enough public interest. Thank you, and have a good day, and good riddance to you, sir, although I wish you the best. John D.
Good riddance to you, sir.
Okay, there you go. There's my respectful, firm request to Chairman Gensler to release the Inspector General report. So this is what I want you all to do out there, right? I want you to be respectful. I want you to be civil. I want you to be professional, and leave a message that asks for them to release the report. Again, Chairman Gensler has 10 days to do so. Now, you know, if hypothetically, if thousands of people left messages, it would send a message, pun intended. We're also going to post this and send you the email that they provided, where you can send an email to Chairman Gensler requesting that the report be released. That's it. That's today's show.
Good riddance to you, sir. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Top 5, what's up, man? Hey, guys, another great day to be alive. Yes, absolutely, guys. Appreciate it. Touch grass, touch snow. Put your portfolio away if you're not buying, if you're not selling, if you're feeling some kind of way. Go to the gym. Get on a stair mill or something. Get those endorphins running, guys. It'll make you feel fantastic. MicroStrategy announces shareholders can now vote to increase shares to buy more Bitcoin for its strategic reserve. So putting the power in the hands of their shareholders, guys. You love to see that. And you know that the shareholders, seeing all the profits that they're seeing, are going to continue to vote. Yeah, let's do this, right? Publicly traded AI firm Genius Group bought another $5 million worth of Bitcoin today. So they're taking advantage of the situation. Everyone's dollar cost averaging, guys. Everyone's dollar cost averaging. Michael Saylor. So a little bit of a Michael Saylor parody account, okay? So it's not actually Michael Saylor, but listen up. Welcome to the Bull Run Survival Guide. You might not feel it yet, but for the next 4 to 5 months are going to be insane. The Bull Run, the magical time when everyone thinks they're a genius, the market feels invincible, and you're just one trade away from buying a private island. Spoiler, you're not. Let me save you some heartbreak and unpaid therapy bills. Here's the cold but hard truth. This market is a predator, and it always takes back what it gives. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually it'll gut you when you least expect it. Most of you will lose. Some will get scammed. A few will go to jail. Yes, seriously. Projects, and he's referring to, tax avoidance and stuff like that. Projects will vanish overnight. Exchanges will mysteriously freeze withdrawals. It'll get ugly. It always does. You just haven't been here long enough to see the carnage yet. But don't panic. Let's break it down so you can try to survive this wild ride. So, and this is something I've been cautioning against, guys, for a lot of new people to crypto. And I understand that you've never been through a cycle before, so either you don't believe me or you're just not heeding my word. But pretty much every major exchange is going to freeze your account when things go parabolic and prevent you from taking profits, right? You have to know how to navigate to avoid this problem. That's why I keep telling you guys, the new people who think that they can get this figured out on their own, good luck. Good luck. Number one, you're not a genius. Stop acting like one. It's not you. It's the bull. Everything pumping feels like you've cracked the code. You haven't. The more you've overextended yourself, the harder you fall. This is not your class, not your PhD in making it. The market isn't here to make you rich overnight. It's here to humble you. So what he means, guys, is a lot of people essentially feel like they're going to know, oh, I'm going to sell at this price. Whatever. You have your sell targets, right? You're going to sell all your JASMY or whatever at $1. Even if it gets there, you're going to be what we refer to as crypto drunk, right? And I know right now, you think, no, that won't happen to me. Yes, it will. When everyone around you is telling you that the market is going higher, when your portfolio is 10 times bigger than you, 10 times more money in it than you've ever seen in your life, and everyone's telling you, hey, it's not over yet, and everything's been pumping, and you're euphoric, and all that stuff is going on around you guys, your head's spinning, you won't know up from down, left from right, you're not going to sell. You're not going to. I know you're sitting there, unless you have somebody to tether you to reality, like we have over in the Patreon in our community. If you're trying to wheel and deal this by yourself, you're not going to be tethered to nothing, and you're just going to be screwed. You're going to think it's going higher, and then the market is going to eat you alive. Your portfolio, listen, things go up fast. They go down 10 times faster. When everyone realizes that each project is topped, everyone starts selling at the same time. That price plummets faster than a hiccup. I'm telling you right now. And you're not going to be able to get out of it, right? That's why so many people get stuck holding for 4 more years, right? Survive now, thrive later. Forget YOLO moves. The bear market is here. Is where the real wealth is made. Those turbo rich people you idolize, they bought dirt cheap during the bear market, not the top of the bull run. So don't chase green candles, essentially, right? GSD, the U.S. government selling all the Bitcoin would have no long-term impact on the market. My halo within. I've been learning with the trajectory of a snail, listening mode while multitasking yet listening. Thank you, by the way. No problem, man. No problem. Shane, yo late, but I made it. 50 push-ups. Number 3, trust no one. Question everything. Everyone's a genius in the bull run. Everyone's a market prophet. And guess what? They're all full of it. No one knows what's coming. The FOMO, the bad calls, the hype, it's all noise. You'll see the crypto savants of today get wrecked tomorrow, believe nothing, especially from those people with laser eyes in their portfolios. Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. We DCA, we pick realistic price targets, we get in and out early, we rinse and we repeat. Manage your expectations. Now, this is a big one, guys. I do a lot of one-on-one coaching AMAs with people over on the Patreon, and I can see the look on some people's faces when they have high expectations for price targets and stuff. And because they watch more than my content, they watch a lot of Moonboy content and stuff like that. And when I bring them back down to reality and I say, this is where you should be exiting this project, the look on their face is disappointment. But listen, guys, the you can't think that your portfolio, you can't time the top. Okay. If you think Jasmy's going to $1, for example, okay, maybe it does. Maybe it does. But if you think you're going to time, you're also, you have to consider you're going to be trying to get out of that project along with millions of other people at the same time. The sell orders are going to vastly outnumber the buy orders, which means your sell order may not fill. Okay. You got to get over to the Patreon for this kind of help, guys. I'm telling you, if you're trying to do this by yourself, oh man, you can make money in crypto, but probably not as much as you think. And it would be easy. It would be as easy as it looks right now. You're going to make mistakes, big ones. Set realistic goals, lower your risk, and remember, surviving is winning. We're likely heading higher, much higher in the short term. Enjoy the ride, ride the wave, but don't kid yourself. This is crypto's most dangerous phase. Bulls fatten you up, bears turn you into a king. So pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered, right, guys? If you're hoping, like, too many people want to hit a haymaker home run in their first bull run, right? Those are the people that get wrecked, guys. You have to be able to, if you're hoping to pull, let's say, $1 million out of this bull run, if your portfolio has been running and pumping for a while and you're at like $600,000-$700,000, you need to be strong enough to sell, to take that $600,000-$700,000 and be able to reinvest it in the bottom of the next bear market. And I promise you, I know I'm sitting here right now saying it, and you're sitting there listening to it, and you're going, yeah, that's easy. Of course, I would do that. Would you? Would you? When people are telling you that it's going higher, would you sell it? When BitBoy's telling you that your portfolio is going to go from $700K to $5 million, are you really going to sell it? You're not, because that small chance, that convincing conversation that someone is telling you your portfolio is going to go so much higher is going to be enough to have the greed inside of you say, no, I'm going to hold longer. And then your portfolio is going to plummet back down to earth, and you're going to hate yourself. It happens every 4 years. It's almost like an initiation into crypto. Every new person in crypto has to go through that for their first cycle, unless they have help from a community to splash them with cold water and say, get your act together, get out, you're in profit. What the hell are you doing? Let's go, right? I say this with love, guys. I know so many people are going to get wrecked. I've been here for multiple cycles. I've seen it happen over and over. And it feels like you're talking to a wall sometimes because people don't listen, and then they get wrecked. And then they're like, oh man, like, I wish I listened. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Pest P, how about converting to USDC? That's selling. Someone said it in the comment section. That's of one of my videos the other day. Converting, the conversion tool into a stable coin, that's the same thing as selling. There has to be someone on the other end using the conversion tool to buy what you're selling, right? Who do you think, and I'm asking this with respect, who do you think is buying your coins when you convert to USDC or USDT or whatever stable coin? Someone has to be buying the coins you're selling. The exchange is not buying your coins, right? Like, I know there's people out there that think that you're buying Jasmy at like 4 cents and then the exchange buys them back from you at $1. What kind of business model is that? Why would the exchange buy the coins back from you at $1, right? There has to be a buyer. The conversion tool on an exchange like Binance or KuCoin or all the other exchanges that have the conversion option, or even on the swaps or on the DEXs, right? They're just, think about it this way. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening behind the curtain, right? And that swap or that exchange is just a middleman. The conversion tool is just a user-friendly way for you to put in a sell order, right? Now, I'll tell you this. My first cycle, not my first cycle, sorry, my third cycle, last cycle, yes, with Shiba Inu. I tried the conversion method with Shiba Inu when it was going parabolic. It would only let me sell $50 worth of Shiba Inu at a time. $50 in the parabolic phase. That's it. I had to keep trying and trying and trying. $50, $50, $50, $50. Because it starts to limit how much, when things are going parabolic, all of a sudden there's caps on how much you can sell, how much you can convert, because there's no buy orders, right? That's what this comes down to. There is no way around. If people think that using the conversion tool on an exchange is some kind of way around having to have a buyer for every seller, do you think that everyone else would not have figured that out already? Right? There's no shortcut. There's no way around the fact that whatever you're selling, somebody else has to be buying. That is the primary rule in investing, not only in crypto, but in stocks as well, right? You're not selling into oblivion where there's no buyer on the other end. The exchange is not buying your coins. So converting into USDC essentially is selling, right? That's what you're doing. You're selling. So, I mean, you could try it, but you're going to learn really, really quickly that doesn't work, right? If you try to sell JASMY, for example, when things are going parabolic, using the converting it to USDC, using the conversion tool, they'll tell you can only sell like $50 worth at a time or something, right? Which is infuriating, right? So just throwing a hypothetical out, if you have 15 to 20K invested, could you possibly walk away with 5? Yes, you could. Depending on what you're invested in, then yes, you could, my friend. Yes, you could. Ali, JASMY looks like a triple bottom on the chart. Triple bottom equals double top. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Luke, first week of April, you should be liquidating 50% of your portfolio. Yep. You're absolutely right, Luke. You're absolutely right, brother. Possibly more, depending on, what prices go where, right? It's something you have to kind of evaluate at that time, but yeah. James, listen to Rob, people. He knows a thing or two about a thing or two. A lot of us have done so well already because of what he has said. He tells the hard truth. Yeah, and that's the thing. Some people don't like me because I don't tell them what they want to hear, and that's okay. I mean, but I'd rather be honest and tell you guys, things you might not necessarily want to hear and protect you from making big mistakes, right? I lost almost 180K. I thought I would go higher, and 2, I was considering taxes, and so I always look at my bag as half empty. Yeah, you got it. That's the thing, man. And here's the thing, is that even though I'm explaining this, there will still be a bunch of people who don't listen and get wrecked anyways, right? And that's guys, that's why we offer all of this guidance and help over on the Patreon. That's why we make the Patreon affordable. You got these other people, these other content creators are charging you guys like $100 a month, $200 a month. We charge $15 to help you, right? So it's definitely worth it. Bruno, I feel like a lot of people are going to be watching Moonboy YouTubers. Just stick with Rob. He's realistic, honest, guys. Yeah, exactly, right? You might, listen, you won't get to the moon if this is your first bull run this time around. But I can help you get to the moon in your second cycle, right? It's that simple. Going through an entire bull run, an entire 4-year cycle with me, you will get to the moon. You will. Peter, I'd say late April, May. Why even comment first week of April to take any profits? You want others to front run you? Why even comment when first week of April? I mean, I don't think our channel's big enough for, honestly, Peter, for people to front run each other here, to be honest with you, right? Our channel's not big enough to impact any project, really. Thank you for the explanation on conversion. Hey, Pess, I got you, man. I got you. Please, no matter what you do, protect yourself from making this mistake, my friend. I want you to succeed in this, okay? Luke, triple bottom on Jasmy's chart is also forming a broadening wedge, which is strong. Reversal pattern, yes, yes, yes. Great time to get in and make some profits, 100%. And when you get to the moon, that is my 9th pro pool table on it. Rack them up. Angelo, you can only file up to $3,000 tax purpose in U.S. even though you lost. Really? Is that accurate? So if you lost $12,000 on a trade, you could only file for up to $3,000 as a loss? I'm in Canada, so I don't know how accurate that is, but I hope that's not the case. That's a scam. That's a scam. What else do we got? Russian authorities have begun liquidating 1 billion rubles of Bitcoin in a landmark bribery case. A convicted investigator accepted a bribe of 1,032 Bitcoin from in-fraud organization in exchange for not seizing their illegally obtained assets. Oh, interesting. Bad actors, guys. Kenya to legalize Bitcoin and crypto. Adoption continues to grow. All right, so let's get into the U.S. jobs numbers, guys. That's why we're green right now. So let's dive into it here with the help of Lark Davis. He says, okay, so let's break this down. The U.S. job numbers came in stronger than expected. The U.S. economy is booming. GDP growth remains strong all of 2024. There is obvious optimism about Trump taking the White House in 10 days. So why are the markets reacting negatively? Because of the economic strength, it is increasingly likely that the Fed won't be cutting rates anytime soon. The big pause is coming. Some are even saying now there might not be any cuts until any rate cuts in 2025 at all. That alone gives me the late 90s vibes before the dot-com crash, a golden window of opportunity for markets. Inflation is kicking off again, and that is a real concern. This will be a major macro force that we need to contend with in 2025 that could continue to spook markets depending on the rate of change and how high inflation ends up going. Long bond rates are exploding right now, which is not good. The dollar is showing way too much strength. Trump is going to have a lot of work to do. We will need to weaken the dollar. The Fed will probably need to do some kind of quantitative easing, which means money printing, at the very least to refill the repo markets, but also to try to get those long-term bonds popped. There's a lot of moving pieces, but my guess is there's going to be a lot of liquidity coming into markets. And once the market comes to terms with that kind of high interest rates and long-term, the markets will resume. Yes. So guys, I agree. One of the first things that Trump is going to do when in office is start to weaken the dollar. And the best way to do that is to start printing money. So look for that. Hey, Rob, great info. Thanks for your hard work. And has anyone asked what your price prediction? Get out of here. Sadly, yes, I Googled it. That's crazy, Angelo. That's crazy, dude. Choppy, got our first snow, chilling and watching the best community in the world. Chappy in the house. No printing money. Yeah, they're going to, man. They're going to. In all of crypto history, anytime the DXY goes up, crypto bottoms out. Yep, and the dollar is pumping right now. David, what's up, buddy? Time is money. Today is another great day to DCA. Stay bullish. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, little message here from All In Crypto, one of my favorite YouTubers. He says, you've probably heard that the U.S. government wants to sell $6.5 billion worth of Silk Road Bitcoin. Listen to his opinion.
And certainly if the Department of Justice do decide they want to sell their Bitcoin, you know, could you see this come to fruition? That's going to take Bitcoin down to sort of the 70K range. You've also got CME gap there. It's a scenario to watch out for. I'm not entirely convinced. I certainly wouldn't try and short this or get out of the cryptocurrency space in wake of this, just in case you're wrong, then you're literally wiping out. You know, if you're wrong and it goes up 20%, you've got 20% less crypto. You know, for what is very evidently a bull market. And I think that's exceptionally evident on the broader timeframes. Remember how much work we've done technically on this space, ladies and gents. When it walketh, talketh, and quacketh like a duck, it's a duck. And we've looked at this market from a 360 point of view, not just in regards to Bitcoin, in regards to the totals, in regards to ETPs, in regards to the miners, in regards to altcoins, in regards to Bitcoin versus other markets. And when you look at the cryptocurrency picture from the lens of a bigger time frame technical analyst's head, it's a very clear and evident picture that, of course, is being painted. So I think the market.
So he's bullish. He's bullish. Let's see what Rect Capital has to say on the matter. It says altcoin market cap has indeed rejected from the 425 billion resistance, the black line here, as we see. Altcoin market cap has retraced substantially since, so we're down here. However, this is altcoin market cap's way of producing a shallower retrace to show 425 billion is weakening as a point of rejection. Very nice. Very, very nice. Look at the hiccups. Blessings, John. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. DXY is at 109. Yeah, it's pumping pretty hard. Let's have a look at the DXY. Why not? Yeah, 109.48 right now. Got as high as just a hair below 110. Holy smokes, eh? Yeah, we need to see this collapse of the downside sometime soon here, man. It's getting a little bit ridiculous. Question. That guy was saying you're trying to make people front run you. What's front run? Is that when you told everyone to buy XCN first and ran first to buy it and made 2K since then? Honestly, I don't know what he meant by. I think he was talking about protecting myself by saying like. So if I'm saying, you know, this is a time frame that, you know, you guys should be looking to sell the first week of April or something like that. He's basically saying, why would you tell everybody that? Because now they're going to sell before you sell, and then the price will go down. But my channel's not big enough to affect, and I don't care. I'm not in this, guys. I'm not competing against my subscribers, right? That's not what we do here, right? We're building this community together. I've been through multiple bull runs, guys, right? So, like, over on the Patreon, we are creating exit strategies exactly, you know, the way everyone's portfolio needs is specified and needs that determination, right? So, yeah, we definitely don't front run each other and stuff like that. That's like some Crypto John stuff right there. With good news on jobs reports, we can assume we all have less rate cuts in 2025 preparing for inflation. Yeah. I mean, they were only saying they were going to cut 2 times in 2025 anyway, right? That's not a whole lot of rate cuts for 1 year, right? I think the U.S. government selling BTC may be beneficial for the Rumpty. Wouldn't you rather start a BTC U.S. reserve with a 77 to 80K BTC rather than 130 BTC? I think so. I missed one letter in that joke tutorial. Sounded different. Oh, okay. Right. What else do we have? So we looked at Rect Capital. So I got a bit of a video here. I'll play it this evening because we're starting to run out of time. So let's get into an article before we go. Did Bitcoin bottom at 92K? These 3 BTC charts say the worst is over. So Bitcoin fell 11% between January 7th and January 9th, breaking below $92,000 level for the first time in 9 days. The decline led to a liquidation of over 257.5 million in leveraged long positions, Over the same period and coincided with profit-taking, strong economic data, and uncertainty surrounding the U.S. President Donald Trump's upcoming inauguration. Despite the short-term bearish momentum, 3 data metrics indicate that the drop to $92,000 may have marked a local bottom for Bitcoin, providing a good entry point for some investors. On-chain data reveals that Bitcoin spent output profit ratio has dropped to 0.98 on January 10th, suggesting short-term investors who have held Bitcoin for less than 155 days are selling at a loss. The recent drawdown in Bitcoin price is driven by short-term holders realizing losses, said market intelligence firm CryptoQuant in January 9th post on X. The SOPR measures the profit or loss of spent Bitcoin outputs by comparing the value of coins when they were last moved to their value when they were spent again. The short-term SOPR focuses on coins moved in less than 6 months and can be used to indicate market sentiment. The value of less than 1 might suggest capitulation or a market bottom, potentially signaling a good time to buy. The scenario has often preceded price recoveries, indicating a potential buying opportunity. Note that when the SOPR fell to 0.90 following Bitcoin's drop to 49,577 on August 5th of last year, it was followed by a 31% recovery in price to $65,103 later, or 3 weeks later. Most recently, BTC's 62% rally to all-time highs above 108,000 between November 5th and December 17th was preceded by a drop in the SOPR rate below 1 on November 4th. As such, some investors saw the drop to 92K as an opportunity to buy, interpreting the price action as a shakeout of weak hands rather than a new bear cycle. Adding some Bitcoin spot here at 92.8K, frustrating price action, but have to buy these major support areas, said Bitcoin investor Sean Buckley. Another metric that can be used to determine whether the Bitcoin market has bottomed out is the entity-adjusted dormancy flow. It represents the ratio of Bitcoin's current market capitalization and the annualized dormancy value. Historically, a drop in the indicator below 250,000, which is the red circles on the screen, presents a good historical buying zone and has often preceded significant price recoveries or marked the end of the price correction. Historically, breakouts above 250,000 after a previous dip have coincided with the beginning of a significant bull run. One instance is when Bitcoin bottomed out in July of 2021 and began a new bull run. With the metric falling into the green zone, Bitcoin went on to hit a record high of 69,000. With the indicator sending a bullish signal again, the price could recover from the recent bottom to at $92,000, to stage a massive move towards new all-time highs. Additionally, a percentage of Bitcoin supply held by long-term holders reached the lowest since December 6th. This means that distribution by long-term holders has occurred over the last month, perhaps driven by profit-taking following Bitcoin's run to new all-time highs above $108,000. Now, the distribution rate by long-term holders has slowed down within 30-day percent change. Within the 30-day percent change, the long-term holder supply suggests that the distribution rate has likely peaked, reaching extremes in previous cycles, according to Glassnode. The reduced rate of long-term holder supply distribution suggests that the market might be transitioning from a distribution phase to accumulation. which historically aligns with the market bottoms. So, guys, have we bottomed is the question. Funky, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Front running means large holders sell before other sellers. So sellers do so. It tanks the price before you can get your profits. The guy who made that statement does not understand. We are here to help. Exactly, Luke. 100%, brother. So yeah, let's go check out the liquidation levels here first before we call it, guys. I want to see where we're at with the longs and the shorts. Looky, a lot of people getting confident that we're going up. A lot of longs being put in. Not crazy or anything, but I mean, if we dipped back down to 91,500, we would liquidate about $752 million worth of longs. But if we pump up to 96,900, we would liquidate $447 million worth of shorts. So which direction will the market manipulators take us, I wonder, right? Very interesting, very interesting. Let's go have a look at the bubbles again. Things are looking good. Bubbles are looking nice. Supra, Algo, XCN, everything's looking good, guys. This is what you want to see, a nice recovery. Let's get this over the course of 7 to 10 days, and the market will be right where we want it to be. So anyway, guys, that is the news. Listen, if you have concerns about, being able to exit this market with your profits intact, guys, if you need education, if you don't know what you're doing and you think you're just going to wing this, I highly encourage you to get over to the Patreon, guys. Join our community. We do group video calls every evening over there. You can schedule one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally. You get all the help that you need to make sure you have an exit strategy in place. Do not wreck yourself. If you've gone through this bear market, guys, or this last 3 years, why would you half-ass it at the finish line, right? Do what you got to do. But I'm telling you guys, if you've never been through a bull run before, join a community that's going to help you, because I'd hate to see you get wrecked. The link is in the description down below, guys. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Central for the live stream.